Hello students, hope you are all doing good. Today we shall start a new chapter, that is what is inside an atom. We all know that matter is made up of atoms. As per the scientist John Dalton, he said that atoms are indivisible. That is, atom is the smallest particle, and there are further no other particles which are smaller than atom. That is what John Dalton said. But scientists had a doubt, that is, if atoms are indivisible, then if you take atoms of same element, they are same, but if you take atoms of different element, they are different. So why atoms of same elements are same, why atoms of different elements are different, that is, what is making them to be different? That was what the doubt of many scientists. So the first question was, is there anything inside an atom? Is there anything inside an atom that is making it different? Second doubt is, are there particles inside an atom? Are there any particles inside an atom? Third one was, are atoms divisible? John Dalton said that atoms are indivisible, but the experiment conducted by Michael Faraday, in the electrolysis experiment, he found out that atoms were getting negative charges. Atoms were getting what? Atoms were acquiring negative charges. And since atom is neutral, if there are negative charges, there must also be positive charges which balances the negative charges, because an atom is neutral. During his electrolysis experiment, he found out that atoms further have smaller particles, atoms might have further smaller particles which are charged. He could find out that atoms were acquiring negative charge. If there are negative charge inside if there is negative charge inside an atom, there also must be a positive charge. This was what Michael Faraday said. Next, we discuss about subatomic particles. Experiment conducted by Faraday showed that atoms have some particles inside them. So these particles, which are smaller than the atom and which are inside the atom, they are called subatomic particles. There are three subatomic particles discovered, that are electrons, protons and neutrons. Electrons are negatively charged particles, protons are positively charged particles, neutrons have no charge. Many scientists, what they have done is, they have passed high electric current for the gas at low pressure. They passed high electric current. So when they passed high electric current to a gas of low pressure, they could observe certain rays coming out. These rays were named as cathode rays, and electrons are the particles present in the cathode rays. This was found out by a scientist called Joseph John Thomson. In short, we call it as J.J. Thomson. J.J. Thomson discovered the presence of electron in the year 1827. Electron is represented by the letter E with a negative sign in the superscript. So this is how many scientists also conducted experiments in the vacuum tubes and they found out the presence of electrons. Later in 1920, since the atom is neutral, if there are negative charges, there must also be positive charges. So in the year 1920, proton was discovered, which has a particles which have positive charge are called protons. And later in 1932, James Chadwick discovered yet another type of particle called neutron. It is denoted by N0. So electrons are denoted like this, with a letter E with minus sign over the top. Protons were discovered with, protons are represented with P with plus over top, that is in the superscript position. Neutrons are denoted with the letter N with O or 0 in the superscript position. Now, electron's mass was negligible. Its charge is unit negative charge, that is minus 1. Protons have 1836 times the mass of electrons and their charge is plus 1. Neutron's mass is almost same as that of proton, but the charge is 0. So this is how they discovered the subatomic particles. Subatomic particles means the particles which are smaller than the atom and the particles which are inside the atom are called subatomic particles. So there are 3 subatomic particles that are discovered. First one is electron, proton and neutron. Now we have the subatomic particles discovered, but we have to know how they are arranged inside an atom. So imagine for yourself an atom and try to arrange these subatomic particles in the different ways possible, so that you will get different atomic models. That's about today's introductory class, children. We shall continue in the next